morning, respective judges. Today I am Saindhavi Varsha, under 14 juniors from Kendriya Vidyalaya number 2 Pondicherry, here to give a speech on the topic Sacred Groves in and around Pondicherry. In this speech, we will come to know about the importance of sacred groves, problems faced by it and the solution for it, as well as our observation on sacred groves. So, what are sacred groves? Sacred groves are the small patches of the forest which are dedicated to a flock deity and which are further conserved and protected by local peoples for generations. And these sacred groves are vernacularly called as Punitvan or Kovil Khadan. I personally selected this topic to emphasize the truth that our ancestor has created many marvelous traditional methods to balance and conserve our ecosystem. We all know that there are many superstitious beliefs and also most of them has a scientific reason behind it. So in this speech we are going to know the scientific reason behind many superstitious beliefs of sacred groves. In India, there are nearly 1 lakh to 1.5 lakhs of sacred groves. In Pondicherry, there are 108 sacred groves are there, including many medicinal plants with a lot of medicinal values. These sacred groves are rich in plant genetic diversity. Okay, so now let's come to the observation part. So we have visited some sacred groves in and around Pondicherry. We totally visited 11 places like Bomiyarpalayam, Puthupettu, Pillai Mudalayarkuppam, Marakkanam, Alathur, Edanchavadi and etc. I got a nice experience by visiting and communicating with the local people. We asked them about the maintenance of the sacred groves near the area, and also we conducted a survey. So 13 people responded, and also we saw that the local people respect their deities and hesitate to spoil the place and to damage it. And we came to know by talking to them that some of these sacred groves are 90 to 100 years old. So now let's come to our experiment. So we totally conducted 2 experiments. The first one is pH value of the lake water of the sacred groves. So in that there is 2 subdivisions, like if in the lake there is a life form, it's 6.4 to 7.3 pH value, and if it's man-made and it's under the maintenance of a man, it's ranging from 5.4 to 6.8 pH value. And the second test we done is that nitrogen nutrient test in the soil using Moser Reed kit. So in this 70% of our samples show that the nitrogen is compound in that sample are really healthy in the nitrogen compound. Now let's see the importance of sacred groves. Preserving the stem cells of a cow will safeguard its calf. Revolving around the neem or the peepal tree gives the fertility rate for the newly married women. And third, nochi leaves serves as a mosquito repellent. People don't cut the trees of that forest territory in a fear of the god. Sacred groves in the enter, so that no thief can enter in the fear of the god. Their portrait of the deity is fearful like the Ayanar or the Kali. Conservation of the diverse plant species and disease medicines like Nilavembu, Kabasuram, etc. So now let's see the threats. The major threats are modernization, urbanization, increasing in the population, hunting and poaching, overexploitation, environmental pollution. Threats, we can see here that after 2000, we have lost nearly 3% of the sacred land. But before 2000, we had 12% of a land filled with sacred groves. So, and these are the analysis of number of sacred groves present in each states of India. For example, we see 108 are present in the Pondicherry region and 1275 are present in the Tamil Nadu region, and 560 are present in the region of Rajasthan, and 92 are present in the region of Jammu and Kashmir. So what's the solution for it? Sacred groves should be projected as a protecting areas, educating the local people, especially the youth. The faith in the sacred areas of growth should be respected and supplemented with the ecological development. So, and next, if you see here, this is the PI data I got informing about the flora and fauna present in sacred groves. And this is as the out of these, the higher plants is estimated that 50% of them are full-grown trees and 15% of them are shrubs, 5% of them are climbers and 30% of them are shrubs. Okay. the medicinal plants and all the flora and fauna in this available in the sacred groves. As we know that tulsi plant can fight against the cold and cough, and neem acts as an antibacterial agent, and banyan used for the urinary disorder, and the people can control nosebleed and the eye pain. And here, this is somewhat a special tree because this is baobab tree. This is 1000 years old in Puducherry and still it can live for 6000 years. 6000 years. And this tree is only found in Africa, and next it's found in Puducherry in India. In the main sector of Puducherry, totally 21 men are needed to cover the tree. So imagine the size of the development. Initiative methods taken by us in the lockdown. Through online modes, we communicated with the friends and our relatives, and I said about my project and made them aware of it. During my observation, we gave the importance of sacred groves to the local people near it. We requested our teachers to have a trip to a sacred grove after this pandemic. Lastly, I would like to conclude my speech by telling that sacred groves are one of the rich traditions which help us conserving our natural resource. Our ancestors preserved sacred groves in a reference with the deities, but we, the future generation, should know and aware of its importance, and we have to preserve these sacred groves. Thank you.